Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to our lesson video. We are from group 6. We will discuss our material today about reflecting on intercultural experience and taking responsibility, mediate culture difference. Okay, my name is Putri Jasmine as a moderator and speaker, and my friends Prisca Selviana and Afif Zaki Pranata as speakers. Okay, I want to explain the first material. The first material about reflecting on intercultural experience and taking responsibility is a crucial aspect in developing intercultural understanding. This involves students in identifying, exploring, and comparing cultural knowledge, beliefs, and practice, as well as reflecting on their own behavior and response to intercultural encounters. Here are some key points related to reflecting on intercultural experience and taking responsibility. The first one is importance. Reflection is a central feature of experiential education and serves the function of solidifying connection between what a student experiences and the meaning or learning that they derive from that experience. And the second is strategies. Inquiring about elements of our common humanity employ strategies that allow for reflect and share thinking initiated ways, and sharing one's own experience are some strategies to engage students in reflecting on their own and others' intercultural experience. And the third is reflection in action. Reflection is not just about thinking about the experience, but also about the action that follow. It involves critically evaluating one's own response to intercultural encounter and identifying cultural influence that may have contributed to this action. And next, about taking responsibility. The first one is role. Taking responsibility involves students in identifying and addressing challenging issues in ways that respect cultural diversity and right of all to be heard. And the second is action. Action such as reflecting on the representation of various cultural groups in text and prejudice and mediating cultural difference are key steps in taking responsibility for intercultural understanding. And next, mediating cultural difference. The first one is role. Mediating cultural difference involves students in identifying and addressing challenging issues in ways that respect cultural diversity and the right of all to be heard. And the strategies such as identifying and addressing cultural differences using open-mindedness and a caring, respectful spirit, and engaging in activities that promote intercultural understanding are key to mediating cultural difference. Okay, and the last is key points. The first one is reflection and responsibility. Reflection and taking responsibility are essential components of intercultural understanding. And the second is mediating cultural difference. Mediating cultural difference involves students in identifying and addressing challenging issues in ways that respect cultural diversity and the right of all to be heard. And the last is strategies. Strategies such as inquiring about elements of our common humanity employ strategies that allow ways and and sharing on one's own experiences are key to engaging students in reflecting on their own and others' intercultural experiences. Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm Prisha. I will explain the next material. To effectively mediate cultural differences in a diverse classroom. Follow these steps. 1. Understand cultural differences. Recognize cultural differences. Identify and recognize cultural differences among students, including those related to communication, personal space, time management, and conflict resolution. Investigate and recognize cultural differences. Investigate and recognize cultural differences to understand how they may impact group dynamics and interaction. 2. Foster collaboration and trust. Teach collaboration. Teach students to collaborate and understanding, trusting, and supporting each other. Create opportunities for individuals to work together and appreciate their strengths and peculiarities. Group facilitation. Facilitate group interaction by being effective, flexible, and appropriate. Be aware of your audience and adapt your approach to different cultural differences. 3. Resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution. Resolve conflict by identifying cultural norms that may be causing the issue. Listen to both sides, respect their point of view, and understand where they come from. Stay natural and consider language barriers. 4. Promote cultural awareness and understanding. Cultural awareness. Promote cultural awareness by introducing new cultures and encouraging students to appreciate differences. Use cultural events to prevent cultural clash and allow students to see similarities. Cultural intelligence. Foster cultural intelligence by teaching students to recognize and appreciate cultural differences. Encourage them to reflect on their own behaviors and responses to intercultural encounters. 5. Develop intercultural competence. Develop intercultural competence by teaching students to reconcile differing cultural values and perspectives. Encourage them to take responsibility for their own behaviors and actions. 6. Create a positive classroom climate. Create a positive classroom by fostering a sense of belonging and inclusivity. Encourage students to feel valued, appreciated, and respected for who they are and what they bring. 7. Support teachers. Support teachers by providing them with training and resources to effectively manage diverse classrooms. Encourage them to develop intercultural self-efficacy and culturally responsive teaching practice. 8. Monitor progress. Monitor progress by tracking students' outcomes and adjusting strategies as needed. Continuously evaluate and improve your approach to actively mediate cultural differences in the classroom.
Okay, the next example of cultural mediation. Mediating cultural difference in diverse classes. A class consisting of diverse students from different cultural backgrounds is working on a group project. The students come from different countries, speak different language, and have different cultural norms. The group has a difficulty communication effectively and experiences a conflict due to cultural difference. Okay, this is mediation steps. Recognize cultural difference. The instructor realizes that cultural difference cause a conflict and decides to mediate the situation. Investigate and recognize cultural difference. Instructor investigate and recognize cultural difference among students, include their communication styles, values, and norms. Okay, the next teach collaboration. Instructors teach students to collaborate by understanding, trusting, and supporting each other. Instructors create for individuals work together and appreciate their strengths and unique. Next, group facilitation. The instructor facilitates the group by being effective, flexible, and approach. Instructors are aware of audience and adapt approach to different cultural background. Okay, the next, conflict resolution. Instructor resolve conflict by identifying cultural norms that might be causing the problem. Okay, next, cultural awareness. Instructor foster cultural awareness by introducing new culture and encouraging students to appreciate difference. Okay, next, self-awareness. Instructors are aware of their own basis and take aware of their own step to overcome them. Instructors recognize that cultural difference can cause misunderstanding and take steps to ensure inclusivity.
Okay, maybe that's all our material, and thank you very much for you watch our video, and there are some references for the material. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.